Well, welcome basketball fans here to Okinawa at the Okinawa Arena for Game 3 of the B.LEAGUE semifinals between our hosts and defending champions, the RYUKYU Golden Kings, and the visitors, the CHIBA Jets. Well, this promises to be an exciting factor. All you need in life is one chance, and these two teams, they've gone through the regular season and the East Asia Super League regular season to get to this level, and now one of them will join the Hiroshima Dragonflies in the final, whoever wins today. Sellout crowd here tonight at the Okinawa Arena, the former host venue of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. And there are the CHIBA Jets fans who made the 3-hour plane journey from Tokyo this morning to get here to beautiful Okinawa-shi. Well, we are currently in the island of Okinawa, just off of mainland Japan. Hiroshima Dragonflies winning by 6 points yesterday in Game 3 against Nagoya Diamond Dolphins have already booked their tickets for the 2024 B.LEAGUE final in Yokohama, but they'll find out. We are now in the final game of the playoffs. Well, here are some of the key replays from Game 1, excuse me. Well, CHIBA Jets, they were phenomenal in Game 1, really coming here and taking care of business, winning 95-62. Well, the Jets were led by Christopher Smith, 19 points, followed up by 17 coming from John Mooney. Yuki Togashido, along with Ira Brown, both national team players who have represented the Katsuki's 5. 10 three-pointers made out of 28 for the Jets. Everything they threw in went inside the bucket. And, of course, they won both the rebound battle and did a very good job of taking care of the basketball with minimum turnovers. Well, CHIBA only had 7 turnovers that game. While for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, they turned the ball over a total of 19 times. There's Ira Brown going baseline, getting the assist from Xavier Cooks. Well, Tagashi's known as the first ever $1 million Japanese player here in the B-League. But Game 2 was a different story. Game 2, the RYUKYU Golden Kings learned the lessons from the day prior, and they were able to turn things around, hitting 8 three-pointers in the first quarter. Well, you got to credit Shota Onodera. He was the game's most valuable player. The three-point shooting coming from Keita Lamore. 3 crucial trade balls. Then he picked up an injury in Game 3 against Alvak Tokyo. With the play inside down low with Jack Cooley, the former Notre Dame Fighting Irish player. Phenomenal. 25 points of Cooley, 12 rebounds. A day at the office. Well, the Jets, they tried their best to get into this one, but here was a key point. Second quarter, 3 consecutive three-pointers coming from Shota Onodera. Really did build the mountain of momentum that the RYUKYU Golden Kings built. Here was the third one, of course. He was unconscious, finishing with 12 points in total. And his impact really did steal the game away for the Golden Kings. Well, there are your statistics from Games 1 and Games 2. Well, I guess you go from having 19 turnovers in Game 1 to only 10 in Game 2. That was a key difference for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, and the three-point shooting for that matter. Well, the Golden Kings only made 4 in Game 1. They were 10 for 32 in Game 2. But tonight it's going to be 2 factors. Winning that rebound count, depending on players such as Alan Durham and Jack Cooley. And trying to make sure that, of course, offense does kick. But it's going to be a collective effort here this evening. Well, hello and welcome to all of our international fans currently watching this game on B.LEAGUE International. Welcome to Choco Chip Cookie, Toxic Vish. Chris Norton currently watching from New Zealand. What's up, brother? Of course, welcome as well to Christella Siong, one of the MVP fans of B.LEAGUE basketball. Always tuning in to watch games. And if you are watching this game live, please let us know where in the world you're watching, which team you think will go to the final to meet the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Of course, the usual starting lineup here for the Golden Kings. Head coach Dai Okitani does like to go with the likes of Jack Cooley and Alan Durham, the former PBA Best Import player, in the front court. Nice to go with the Japanese backcourt. Let's listen now to head coach Dai Okitani.
このゲーム3で全てが決まります。試合前、今の気持ち聞かせてください。
そうですね。ここで 沖縄アリーナで3戦目できるということで、自分たちに分があるとは思ってるんで、2戦目の時のようにね、最初からエナジー持ってプレーしたいなというふうに思ってます。
ゲーム1とゲーム2で大きくキングスのゲームの内容変わりました。何が大きな違いの要因だったか教えてください。
そうですね、まずオフェンスターンオーバーが少なくなったところ、あとはディフェンスのところはリバウンドで、相手にセカンドチャンスを与えなかったところだと思うので、そこの2つでかなり、失点減らせれたとこじゃないかなというふうに思っています。
全国のキングスブースターが応援していると思います。頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
That was Dio Kitani, and as I mentioned prior to that interview, one thing he likes to do is go with the same starting lineup. Of course, we mentioned Alan Durham and Jack Cooley in the front court. The back court is a Japanese trio of Shota Onodera, Ryuichi Kishimoto, and Keita Imamura. Now remember, Imamura was favoring an ankle injury he did pick up in Game 3 against Alvok Tokyo. But the opposing team, CHIBA Jets, the team who won the championship in 2021, remember, both the Jets and the Golden Kings met in the finals last year. And to many people's surprise, Jets went into the finals as the favorites. Well, John Patrick, head coach of this team, there's the man, former player and coach of Alvok Tokyo back in his day, but then went to Germany, where he made his name as a coach, taking MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg to 2 FIBA Basketball Champions League Final Fours. Listen now to Coach Patrick.
ゲーム1とゲーム2終えて、このファイナルをかけた最後の戦いが始まります。今の気持ち聞かせてください。
そうですね、もうとてもエキサイティングで、ゲーム3、Do or Die の、ゲーム3なんですけど、準備はしてますけど、やっぱりジャンプボールから、すごいインテンシブに、戦わないといけないですので、はい。
ゲーム1とゲーム2で何が大きく変わった点だったか教えてください。
全部メンタルの部分で、ゲーム1の方はうちの方がスピードを生かして、積極的にやってゲーム2はちょっと受け身になってRYUKYUの方が、強くやったと思います。
この後、運命の試合が始まります。最後意気込みを聞かせてください。
はい、とても、インテンシブの試合、40分もしかしたら40分以上かかりますけど、みんな一生懸命頑張ると思いますので、よろしくお願いします。
Of course, the key players tonight here for the CHIBA Jets under head coach John Patrick will be the likes of Yuki Togashi in the backcourt, Shuta Hata as well, both players who do prominently represent the Japanese national team. John Mooney, Xavier Cooks. There's no DJ Steffens here tonight. Long-lasting injury, but Kishimoto, the point guard battle tonight against Yuki Togashi is going to be phenomenal. Kishimoto would probably argue that he should be the #1 choice for Tom Avasa's Japanese national team and the player he's up against. Well, we know how great Yuki Kawamura is, but tonight he's going to have to go against Japan's #1 PG, and that is Yuki Togashi. Well, Gabriel Hermagones, of course, you better know one thing. I never give up on the finger roll. Well, welcome to LET, currently watching from Australia. Konnichiwa, watashi no tomodachi, genki desu ka? Let's get this party started as we're now going to get set to introduce the key players in both these two teams. Well, welcome to Dasit Mane. Of course, welcome as well, watching from Finland. The by the Kitos. Of course, welcome to Dapantol, watching from Indonesia. Terima kasih, brother. Yuki Togashi there is going to be one of the key factors tonight. He's got to get things going. Of course, he was the key player in Game 1 in the early stages, the facilitator, the floor general, or as John Patrick likes to call him, the sheriff. Some of the key role players, we talk about Shuta Hara, but he is no role player by any means. He is a primetime player. Well, thank you very kindly. Chocolate Chip Cookie has been giving some great expertise analysts on the playoffs so far. So I'm looking forward to your breakdown on the game today, brother. Shalom, חבר שלי, מה נשמע? היום אני הולך לשדר משחק של כדורסל. יאללה פועל. Now we get set here to introduce the players from the home team, your defending champions. And if it's anything exciting like last season's final, this is going to go right down to the wire between two very, very good teams. Well, you can see the matchups, the finals, of course. In favor of both the home and away teams. And you know, one thing you've got to appreciate, especially here from these two teams, they've done a phenomenal job in getting here. CHIBA Jets, after a very dominating regular season last year, they've had to struggle through injuries and also playing in the East Asia Super League, which is not the same as the BCL Asia. But of course, it's a continental competition. It does add a bit of weight onto each team. They have to come into the playoffs as the wild card. The Golden Kings, those new players in, some of the championship players leaving, but now they're one win away from getting back to the finals. The road to repeat is still on the table tonight for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, welcome to Micah Cresson, currently watching from Jamaica. Welcome, brother. Welcome to Rizky, currently watching from Indonesia. And U.A.'s checking in from Naha, Okinawa once again. Welcome to Al John Atulano, watching from the Philippines. Welcome, everybody. Well, the one question I have here tonight is what starting lineup will Diakatani go with? Because Vic Law, who he did sign for the CHIBA Jets, remember, Vic Law played for the Jets last season in the finals against RYUKYU Golden Kings. And although he's had to recover from injury this year, he has been coming off the bench with veteran player they signed from Albach Tokyo, Alex Kirk. Some of the key role players, Matsuaki, will be coming off the bench tonight along with Naoki Tashido. And here comes the two-time B.LEAGUE champion, Alex Kirk. He's recovering from a serious back injury. We did have surgery. Right out to Maki, number 88. One of the players who does get into the rotation here for Diakatani's players and his team. Now we'll look at the starting lineup, and I'm almost certain it's going to be the same with Jack Cooley, Alan Durham in the front court. Well, the backcourt will most likely be, you can see, Keita Imamura, Shota Onodera, and Ryuichi Kishimoto. Now, Kawaii Potatoes, I agree with you. We've seen Keita Imamura's time been limited here in this series because of the injury, as I mentioned, that he picked up in Game 3 against Albach Tokyo. But in Game 2, he hit 3 very crucial trey balls that really did set the tempo for the Golden Kings. Well, welcome to Romario Wilson, currently watching from Queens, New York. Welcome to Mina Etsalo, currently watching from Helsinki, Finland. Well, welcome. Let's say a message in Finnish to our fans watching in Finland. Rakastin Suomen koripalloa. Well, the pregame ritual between Cooley and Shota Onodera, but now we are moments away from tip-off. Starting lineups, as you mentioned, that man there, Ryuichi Kishimoto, will have to defend. Yuki Togashi, Shota Onodera will be in the backcourt pot, and Shutahara will be defended. And Keita Imamura really will go up against John Mooney. Those two alumni, veteran players coming from Notre Dame University. Alan Durham, the Morocco man, the Hulk, he will be matched up with Australian former NBA player Xavier Cooks. They say that you need in life is one chance. CHIBA came here, they won game 1 emphatically by 30 points. RYUKYU Golden Kings, they battle back, but it's not over. Both these two teams will have one more opportunity to try and win their second B.LEAGUE championship. The winner tonight will be heading to Yokohama next weekend to take on the Hiroshima Dragonflies in the 2023-24 Japanese B.LEAGUE Finals. We're live here in the Okinawa Arena. This venue was the host venue of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. But right now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Game 3 of the Japanese B.LEAGUE semifinals. Missing a wide open layup, but not a good start there for the Golden Kings. A lot better than that to get these open opportunities. Come off one ball screen. Mooney finding Togashi. Chased here by Onodera. There's a kick out. He goes for a quick three. It's up. No good. Of course, they had a penetration to kick out, but they'll try and finish those three-pointers. Setting the tempo very early on is going to be the key thing for both the CHIBA Jets and the Golden Kings. Going for a quick three. Three is up. No good. He battles the offensive board. Derek gets a loose ball. 2 times has been bumped there. No foul call, but I like that from the referees, allowing the game to continue to build some momentum. Yashi finds Shutahara. Three up the corner. First 3 points of the game go to the Japanese national team player. Didn't get it going in game 1 until the second half. He's a confidence player. Once he makes one three-pointer, you know he's going to keep going for more. He posts out, finds Kishimoto. He'll go for a three. And that's 2 3-pointers already for Kishimoto, but nobody going in for an offensive board. We're going to switch on defense. That was me 1-3. Go for another one, can't get it, but a big offensive rebound here from CHIBA. Big on Jack Cooley. Another kick out, another three. See, these two teams have definitely had one day off and day of rest. Here comes Durham. Durham bangs. Foul's going to be called on the ground, so no free throws coming up here. Well, welcome to Oliver Tarriman. Thank you for joining us, brother. Well, welcome to Brandon Joker and Darius Williams. Classmate Jerome as well. Welcome, everybody. Onodera, the man who made the crucial 3 3-pointers in the second quarter. Finds Cooley. Cooley goes in, tough post move. Durham offensive rebound. Gets the and one at the Morocco man. Well, I know there are Filipino basketball fans watching. They remember this guy as the best import player in the PBA when they used to call him the Hulk. Cooley's trying to go for a little bit of a underneath Kevin McHale move, but the offensive rebound coming from the Morocco man, Alan Durham. Well, most of, if not nearly all of the best import players here in the B-League, Xavier Cooks, Jack Cooley, all with NCAA Division I and NBA experience. Alan Durham, Grace Bible College, NCAA Division III. Just goes to show if you work hard, you work consistently, you can get to anywhere you want to be in life. You can be successful. She's trying to penetrate. Finds Mooney. Trying to run circles now. Pulls up for a tough three. Trying to get it. Another rebound secured by the Golden Kings. Here comes Kishimoto. Penetrate. Finds Onodera. Three is up. No good. Another offensive board here for the home team. Trying to penetrate. Goes in it. Mooney trying to get it. Goes out of bounds. Good defense by John Mooney. Well, welcome to Michelle Jackson saying, let's go Vic Law. Vic Law, originally from Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to Roddy Domingo. Christopher Smith, 19 points in both games 1 and 2 here for the Jets. Checks in, he will go to the free throw line. The foul is on Keita Imamura. While Christopher Smith has been so crucial here for the CHIBA Jets in the last few seasons he's played. On the free throw. Went to Utah State, played 2 years of NCAA Division I basketball, and played in the second tier of pro basketball in France for Vichy Clermont. Also played in Belgium, Hungary, and Poland before coming to Japan in 2021 to play for the CHIBA Jets. He makes the second free throw. He's got to have a good scoring night here this evening. The Jets are going to go to Yokohama next weekend for the B-League final. Cooley inside the paint. Bump face goes up. Too big, too strong, and simply just too good for the Koolmeister. That's a great battle to see. You got to think, Notre Dame University is loving seeing two of their former prominent players representing the highest level of pro basketball here, potentially in Asia. He goes to the mid-range and gets the pinball action. And just rolls its way into the bottom of the net. Well, welcome to our friends currently watching from Taipei. Ni hao, 我们的朋友，你们好吗? I think they're going to call an offensive foul on Onodera. Onodera's trying to say that Togashi flopped. The foul has been committed. Welcome to Monica Stephanie, currently watching from Grand Rapids, Michigan. She tries to penetrate, step back from mid-range, gets this one to drop. Again, just finding his rhythm. He was relatively quiet in game one, struggled immensely from the build. Welcome to Nippon Alchemy, currently watching from South Africa. Penetration ball, Kishimoto, the option of Patuli. Able to come up with an offensive rebound. Way to go here. Durham now, seal off again. Bully basketball. And that's a situation the CHIBA Jets just cannot afford to have any mismatches where either Alan Durham or Jack Cooley are being defended by a backcourt player. Well, welcome to underrated gamer currently watching from Greece. Yassas Tikanis Filomou. Pame Bobasket Eleniko. There it is. Where's the front court? Well, someone might need to go look in the lost and found because that is just way too easy for the defending champions. Well, it is a timeout, and we will be back in 1 minute. Please let us know in the live chat where you're watching this game in the world. Are you watching in Japan, Philippines, Taipei, anywhere in Asia, Europe, Africa, the Americas? Let us know so we can give you a shout out. And also, who do you think is going to win this game? Will it be the CHIBA Jets or will it be the RYUKYU Golden Kings? .537 to go here in the first quarter. Welcome to Bebop. Hoş geldiniz arkadaşım. Merhaba, nasılsın? Heidi Türkiye. Welcome to Gio. Watching from Deutschland. Three coming again from Togashi. Hits the front iron. Welcome to Gadaya. Currently watching from Singapore. Toto Love currently watching from San Diego, California. Goes down to Cooley. Got it by John Mooney. Tough jumper, just can't get it. Gets his own rebound. This guy simply is unstoppable. Between two players, you gotta box him out. It's as simple as that. Now Mooney tries a three on the perimeter, just can't get it. It's the kind of shot he does like to go for. I think we're gonna take the lead here by one. Actually not giving Kishimoto any time with space here at the moment. 7 the shot clock. Moore puts a Hail Mary three-pointer. Now the Golden Kings finding that confidence. And this is how they played in game two. Here's a play that needs to get going here for the CHIBA Jets. Finds Ira Brown. Now for a three, can't get it. Kishimoto comes up with it. Ball game currently here to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Trying to ISO. Turn goes up, gets rejected. Great defense by John Mooney. Hardcore foul check, body check there by Matsuaki. Well, welcome to Tokyo, Adrian Kwon, currently watching from Manchester, United Kingdom. Welcome to Terminal 2K, currently watching from Australia. Stephen Chen, currently watching from Taipei. Sean Dooley, currently watching from Australia, along with Big. Don't know what that means, but I'm not going to pronounce it. As well as Chan Eugene, currently watching from Malaysia. And Dennis Muyunji, currently watching from Kenya. And Whiskies from South Africa. Welcome, everybody. Surprised that Matsuaki's foul wasn't considered an upgrade, but they're going to continue play. Another foul by Matsuaki. That's going to be a second personal foul already. Well, that's a mismatch all day long, and that's got to be something that Dai Nakatani's got to think about. Another penetration, nothing dropping. Big Law, the former Cheetah Jets player, comes up with a loose ball. Finding Law. Weiser. Step back separation from the mid-range. Beautifully tucked away, and that's what he's got to do tonight. Well, Vic Law has struggled throughout the season with injuries. Also has struggled to find his place in this team, and now Xavier Cooks, wide open dunk. And that's much better from the Chiba Jets. Well, welcome to Chills CT, currently watching from Connecticut. Michelle Jackson as well. Ray currently from Macau. Shocking currently watching from Kutie. Lower again, pump fakes, good jump hook. He gets fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line. Isabella Chloe, what's your favorite song? My favorite song? I don't know. Wheels on the bus go round and round. Twinkle, twinkle, little. I don't know. I don't have one. I know what my favorite basketball game is right now. Golden Kings versus Chiba Jets. Well, welcome to Shaheem Smith, currently watching from Virginia. And Mario Yashta, currently watching from Hrvatska. Kako se prati? Želim da naučim Hrvati. Idemo. And Adrian, currently watching from Jakarta, Indonesia. Terima kasih for joining us, brother. Well, currently at the free throw line, one of the best Americans currently playing here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE, Vic Law. Briefly played for the Orlando Magic and the Lakeland Magic before going to play pro basketball in Australia in the NBL. And joined the Japanese B.LEAGUE, and the first team he played for were the opponents, Chiba Jets, where he made it to the finals, only to lose to his current team, the Golden Kings. Only missed the second free throw. Welcome to Ivan Cadavito, currently watching from Vancouver, Canada. Welcome, brother. Brian Smith gets this one back, goes up. Good defense by the Kumeister. That was elite recovery defense coming from. Foul has been committed. Sideline ball currently here to the Golden Kings, leading by 5 points. Trying to get something here, leading by 5 points. Going for a tough step back. Are you kidding me? Something about that position on the floor. There's the match. Shota Onodera did the exact same shot. Again, what a play there coming from Golden Kings, but Chiba's got to respond. Sato Agawa in the game. Brown's got to make this one. And it's way off the mark, and the rebound's been secured by the Golden Kings. 145. Let's find some momentum and rhythm. Moore goes for a tough fadeaway. This guy definitely grew up supporting Michael Jordan. The mid-range, the fadeaway, the hang time. Well, Vic is just laying down the law very early on in the moments. But Chiba need composure. Ogawa, veteran player, down the lane, inside the key. That's a much better play by John Patrick's players. Well, welcome to Christopher Roman, currently watching from Puerto Rico. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? ¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué hora es ahora en Puerto Rico? Muy tarde, ¿no? Finding Hayatomaki. Still an 8-point ball game currently here to the Golden Kings. A bit of a poor pass there on the pick and roll and another turnover. Good defense again by Cooley. A great Euro step coming from Xavier Cooks. Only avoided the block from 2 players. And that's a great response. Looking for a post-up, got it by Ira Brown. Now we're short of time here on the shot clock again. It's a terrible foul giveaway by Yuki Togashi. Oh no, excuse me, Shutahara did it. What was Shutahara thinking? Oh, yeah, what's he doing? Chiba Jets collectively just played the best defense to force RYUKYU Golden Kings at the end of the shot clock in a no-man's land contested three-pointer. Why foul him? Shutahara's a great player, but they need him tonight. They need him to play with the intelligence. So Matsuaki currently at the free throw line here for the Golden Kings. Well, you hear the echoes of the great Rasheed Wallace. The bull don't lie. Well, welcome to CJ Gann. Welcome back, brother. Usually checks into a lot of B.LEAGUE games. And welcome to Efe Uzuludag. Merhaba arkadaşım. Arkadaşım nasılsın? İyiyim sen? Türkçe'ye çalışıyorum. Haydi Türkiye. Ball makes a big free throw now, 2 out of 3. Back to an 8-point ball game here for the Golden Kings. Now Arakawa. A change coming in the post at the moment is Hugh Watanabe, who also has played for the Japanese national team. Checks into the game. Final seconds, finds Cooks. Comes up loose ball, gets it. Can't finish it. Good job by Vic Law. Final seconds, Howard can't finish. And it will be an 8-point ball game. Well, Cooks just slightly hesitated there at the end. But again, it's only an 8-point deficit. And that is the score at the end of the first quarter. RYUKYU Golden Kings 22, Chiba Jets 14. And if you are a neutral fan, you want to see this go right down to the wire. We have 2 very, very good teams at the moment. John Patrick, head coach of the Jets, led this team to the best record last season, winning the Emperor's Cup on the way. But in the finals, they did lose to the Golden Kings. Well, we'd like to give some more shout-outs. So again, shout-out to Norman Granadosin. Where have you been, brother? I haven't seen you in a very long time. Merhaba Atlas. And Efe Uzuludag. Teşekkür ederim arkadaşım. Bu hafta evimde oturuyorum. Basketbol maçını Pinar Karşıyaka ile Galatasaray oynayacak. Türk basketbolu seviyorum. You got to think right now, this could turn around because the momentum does need to shift here at some point for the Chiba Jets. If they're not careful, this could get away from them. But knowing the Chiba Jets, you got players such as Yuki Togashi, Christopher Smith, the likes of John Mooney, Shutahara. I mean, they have definitely got the potential to turn this one around, that's for sure. And there's a big three-pointer coming from Keita Imamura. So the question I've just been asked right now is the finals best of 5? No, it'll be just like the playoffs, be best of 3, but here's some key highlights from the first quarter play. Well, I can see right now we got Doyugan Shahin is a Fenerbahce fan. Well, I can only say Pinar Kashiaka seviyorum en büyük Beşiktaş. Cough, cough, cough. Sin, sin, sin. Cough, sin, cough, sin, cough. Alles kırmızı ve yeşil. Now we're about to get the second quarter underway. She goes for contested mid-range. This guy simply needs to keep cooking. The $1 million players, they know him in the B.LEAGUE. The first ever Japanese $1 million player in this league. Heavily defended, kicks out, finds Hayato Maki wide open. Three is up, and it's good. Well, the RYUKYU Golden Kings coming out with more confidence here in the moment. Nailing every three-pointer they get so far. Here's the player trying to run a pick-and-roll sequence with Mooney. Again, three's just on dropping. Mooney getting thrown to the ground there at the moment. Nothing cold. More down the middle. Another kick out. Made his last three. Makes another one. Golden Kings, they are on fire at the moment. 9:03 to go here in the second quarter. Chiba's got a cool timeout. John Patrick, he's got to find a way to slow this momentum down. Well, when you talk about one of the greatest coaches in international basketball, John Patrick, head coach of the CHIBA Jets. Well, he's been there. He's done that. He took a fantastic basketball team in Germany, MRP Riesen-Ludwigsburg, one of the best teams in terms of culture, in terms of work ethic, and took them to 2 FIBA Basketball Champions League Final Fours. Because he was a player and coach before in Japan. 2006, he was the head coach of Alvac Tokyo, but only returned to Japan last season. If there's anyone who's not going to panic right now, it will be John Patrick with players such as Yuki Togashi, Christopher Smith. I mean, no DJ Stephens tonight. That is a big loss. He did take part in the B.LEAGUE dunk competition this season here in Okinawa. But this team, they've been through it all. Injuries, 35 victories, only just grasped into the B.LEAGUE playoffs as the wild card with 35 wins this season, but they did win the, I can't quite remember, the ESL or something like that. Just got to remember, the winner of the B.LEAGUE Championship will be going to play in the BCL Asia, FIBA's Continental Premium Competition, Elite Competition, which will be the best elite competition of Asian basketball this summer in Dubai. The BCL Asia, make sure you follow BCL Asia on all social media platforms. FIBA is pretty much the rebirth of the FIBA Asia Champions Cup. All the best teams in Asia will go up against each other. 1-point ball game currently. Nice hesitation by Togashi. Finds Zara Brown. He's going to be called off the ball. Trying to make up what's happened here, but foul has been called. Well, Patrick currently trying to call an offense for his players. The officials, I think they're looking at what's left on the shot clock, I believe. So 4 seconds. Now, I think I know what's happened here. When the shot was made by Togashi, never hit the rim. I think there may have been a reset of the shot clock, which has probably caused the confusion at the moment. That's what it is, yeah. So Togashi went in with a penetration. Rebound was, well, loose ball, if you think about it, was secured by Ira Brown. And then at that point, I think they may have just accidentally reset the shot clock, which is an innocent mistake. Of course, it happens from time to time. But you do need to establish what is actually left on the shot clock. Well, watch Togashi. Here's the floater. That doesn't hit the rim. So Brown comes up with it. So from when the referee blows the whistle, that's what they need to figure is left on the shot clock. That's going to be the tough decision to make at the moment. So we're given 1 extra second. So Chiba now need to go quickly. Got to get the ball inbound. They've got to make a decision. Anticipation running quickly here. Yeah, she goes all the way, goes up. It's going to be a 24-second. No, we're going to continue play. Well, here come the Golden Kings. Post-up play coming from Hayato Maki. He's going to be called for a traveling violation. No, going to be called for a foul. I thought there was going to be a travel call there, but they've called another foul here on Yuki Togashi. Well, my apologies. It's actually his first foul, so it's only his first. Big ball now, puts a little floater, rolls its way in and out. It's a good move, but he's got to finish that one. And a traveling violation this time is called against Christopher Smith. Well, I think he acknowledges the error. I think he knows it. But let's look at the replay. Watch Smith, watch Vic Law. Oh yeah, that's a good call. That's the right decision. Lima Mora coming back into the game for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Dai Okatani rotating his players very, very effectively. Golden Kings another 3, maybe just a little bit too quick on the offense. This is good for Chiba. Chiba's got to start to build their identity in this game. Only 16 points so far. Turnover by Togashi. Now here come the Golden Kings. Nowhere to go at the moment. We'll patiently build up an offense here at the moment. Going looking for an ISO. There's a kick out. And Togashi, good hands. A little bit too lackadaisical there from the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Right now, too many cooks in the kitchen, too many players of a similar position. Arakawa. Nice play here by Ralco Mack, going in looking like Baby Shaq. Well, that is Shaquille O'Neal-esque back in his day with the Lakers. Post-entry, spin-out baseline, got the footwork, but he was guarded by Christopher Smith, so that is a mismatch. Brown has struggled from the perimeter and continues. He takes a lot of three-pointers. He's not been making so many of them. He did hit 3 of them in game 1. It hasn't been his game in the last 2 for that matter. Now we're under 10 here. He's made 2 threes. With this one, great job by John Mooney, keeping Jack Cooley off the offensive rebounds. The defense, and that is just what they needed to be in his game. Mirrors very similar to Steve Nash whenever he comes off a ball screen. He is just so quick, and he loses his defenders. But now a timeout called by Dai Okatani of the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Togashi was quite great in game 1. And that first win against the RYUKYU Golden Kings, I mean, he came in, set the tempo, 7 assists, only 12 points. It was how effective he was just running the show. And as John Patrick likes to call him, he refers to Yuki Togashi's presence in this team as the sheriff. First player into practice, last player out, sets the tempo for the hard work, the culture of CHIBA Jets. Remember, he was the first ever $1 million Japanese player here in the B-League. Played high school basketball in the USA and Maryland, was born in the city of Niigata in the north of Japan. He briefly spent some time playing with the Texas Legends in the NBA G League. Well, Kawaii Potatoes, you have just asked a very, very good question, because I tweeted this question last week. I put a picture of both Yuki Togashi and Yuki Kawamura when they were playing for Japan. And I asked the question, both of them are elite point guards, but who would you rather have in your team if you're a B.LEAGUE general manager? Would you rather have Yuki Togashi or would you rather have Yuki Kawamura? That's a tough question. Kishimoto back in the game now for the Golden Kings. Oh, what a terrible pass there, but good defense. They can try to push this one. Oh, great recovery by Imamura. The Golden Kings. Another foul is going to be called against Asato Ogawa. Well, Hayabusa's already answered that question. He says he's going to go with Togashi. Also, you got to have a different age group as well. I mean, veteran years, you're going to go with Togashi, but for the future, you're probably going to go Kawamura. Kawa goes inside a little teardrop. Well, Jets trying to hold on here. Just trained by 12. Togashi goes in. That's an intelligent play. Draws a foul against Kishimoto, so Yuki-san will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, it's the acceleration of Yuki Togashi that makes him such a terrifying player to defend. Togashi currently 30 years of age. He played at Montrose Christian High School in Rockville, Maryland. Just started his pro career in the Japanese B.LEAGUE with the Akita Northern Happiness, another B.LEAGUE team. One season playing with the Texas Legends, before joining CHIBA Jets in 2015. Point ball game here at the moment. Well, Matthews made 2 threes. Just hesitated, but Durham offensive board draws a foul. This one's going to be on Mooney. Oh, Cooley's cooling for an unsportsmanlike foul. But you're not going to get that one. Come on, Coolmeister. See, this is complete accidental foul here by John Mooney. There's no way on. That's it. Well, actually, now that I've seen it from that angle, there is a drawback of the shoulder. So, I take back what I said. My apologies, Jack Cooley. I can see what you meant. But it looks like they're going to keep this as a regular foul at the moment. Well, checking into the game at the moment, Marcus Kaishu Tobin. Young player who did join the B.LEAGUE only a few seasons ago, starting with the Shiga Lake Stars. Then played last season with the Kyoto Hanaris for Roy Rana. One free throw made for the Morocco mat. 12-point lead currently to the Golden Kings. Just over halfway gone here in the second quarter. Togashi in around the defense. It's just acceleration play, finding Tobin. Man trying to find Cooley. Tough pass. Got to go over this one. Cooley in around the defense. Can any force in Japan at the moment stop Jack Cooley? Jack Cooley, I don't know if you want to call him a boxer or an MMA fighter, but he just knows how to deal with the pressure. Timeout's going to be called by John Patrick. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Currently, Golden Kings holding on at the moment. Well, welcome back, Basel fans. 5 minutes left here to go in the second quarter. Currently, it is the RYUKYU Golden Kings leading by 12 points here against the CHIBA Jets. A rematch of last season's finals is now Naoki Tashido. Checks into the game here for the Golden Kings. He's only played limited minutes so far in the playoffs. Smith heavily defended. The foul is going to be called against Alan Durham. What a foul called against Christopher Smith. Let's have a look here. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a foul for sure. That's also a foul. I mean, they're both fouls. Just, you miss one, you've called the other one. Now remember how these two teams did get to this stage. The Jets had to take on a 3-game series against Utsunomiya Brex, who have the very best record in the B-League this season. Golden Kings take a 3-game series against Alvok Togas. Here comes Alan Durham. Durham plays post position, but also can play on the perimeter. Identifying the mismatch. Truly jump hook, can't get it. Goes out of bounds, and that's going to go back to the Golden Kings. Bilal Firkana, Türkiye. Haydi Türkiye. Türkiye seviyorum. It's quite like an interesting jump hook. Cooley has it. I do like it, but great job there by the Jets, keeping the Golden Kings off the offensive rebounds. Trying to go for a tough pass. Smith heavily defended by Tashido. Step back through the knee. This one, soft play by Christopher Smith. Well, that is B.E.A. beautiful. As he cuts it down to a 9-point ball game. Jets have only made 3 3-pointers so far. 2 of them have come from Shutahata. The other one now coming from Smith. Imamura managed to light it up, and he responds with a bang. Big time 3-pointer. Keita Imamura hit 3 crucial 3-pointers in game 2. Oh, great defense by Kishimoto. Now they've got numbers. Lance Cooley, that's going to be a charge, surely. Or did they count an M1? Now, my question is, was Nate Mooney inside the restricted zone? Because it looked like a charge, but if he was inside the restricted area, that's probably why they called a block. Well, let's have a look. Watch John Mooney. Wow, that is tough because it looks like he's just outside it. But was his heel or something? I don't know. Well, Choco Chip Cookie, it looks like a block, but was one of his foot inside the restricted zone? Well, Rasheed Wallace, I can see him one more time shouting on Twitter, the bull don't lie. We're under now 3.5 here in the second quarter. Currently a 14-point lead, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Shutahata. Well, he's set an illegal screen, and John Patrick is calling for a coach's challenge. Watch Hara. Well, that's an offensive foul. It's a legal screen. There's no arguments. That's a good call. Hara picks up a second personal. Chiba's got to try and hold some composure here. They don't want to go into the halftime break with a bigger deficit. Now Vic Law's in the game. Oh, look for the ISO. Turns it over. Good defense by the Chiba Jets. Here comes Smith. Foul has been called, but I don't know if they're going to call free throws here. Let's have a look. What's this on the ground? Yeah, there's a foul there. That's a good call. Curry definitely does grab him by the arm before he gets to the bucket. Free throws, yeah, coming up. So they're saying he was in his 1-2 step, so shall be free throws coming up. Smith missing the second free throw. Still a 13-point deficit. Now we're under 3 minutes. Golden Kings finish this first half as strong a note as possible. Trying to go into the halftime break with a bigger margin. Kishimoto around the screen, another three. 0 for 3, the big block, chasing up the offensive rebound. Down little Cooley, twisting, turning. This guy simply is unstoppable. 10 points tonight here for Jack Cooley. Yuki Togashi, when he plays at a fast pace, Golden Kings, they struggle immensely. A bit of a silly foul there by Ira Brown. He's not even going to send Kishimoto to the free throw line. Why did he do that? Well, you have to love the acceleration, the high tempo of Yuki Togashi. There's a saying for this in Japanese. Hayaku shite, hayaku shite, hayaku. Just plays so quickly. Well, Richie Kishimoto, 34 years of age, was only his birthday, I believe 2 days ago. He's only ever played for one team in his career, and that is the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Kishimoto makes both free throws. Currently now 15-point lead to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Chiba needs to try and stay compacted, try to keep on pushing. Now shot shows up. Another rebound of the Koolmeister. Cool Jack. Tough pass from Kishimoto. Kishimoto's got to hold his nerve there. There's no need to throw away the pass. He's got to take care of it. Well, Derek Pardon, they tried to give the ball to Law, but the pass was just not good enough. Well, now the Chiba Jets trying to go to anything they can to try and stay in this game. But they've got to make sure they hold together. I'll check into the game as we just saw that Sato Ogawa's come back in. Actually going to the bucket. Breaks down the defense and goes all the way, and that's what they need him to do. Lightning quick. 15 points already for Yuki Togashi. And he just plays at a different speed. Supersonic mode from Togashi Meister. Kishimoto for the three-pointer. Now finds Vic Law. Now finds a separation. Goes off the backboard. The mid-range simply automatic coming from downtown Chicago. And he goes in the paint like Chicago PD, just laying down the law. Richie pump fakes, almost turns it over. Golden Kings fighting. Final seconds. Loose ball falling back into the hands of the Chiba Jets. He has to put up a Hail Mary. And that is going to be a 24-second violation. What is going on here with the Chiba Jets? They just cannot take care of the basketball at the moment. Well, Ira Brown's coming back in, the veteran player, 42 years young. Well, 41, excuse my apologies, but still looking young and healthy. An amazing basketball player for that matter. Potential 2-for-1 coming up here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Chicago PD currently been defended here. Myra Brown takes the flat. No, goes out of bounds. Defense. Jets have to respond. They need something. And she goes for another Hail Mary shot. What is going on here? It's all too quick at the moment. Now, I think what was trying to go, my assumption, knowing John Patrick and how he coaches, I think they wanted Togashi, to go quickly to try to go for a 2-for-1. It was such a horrendous shot that now they're going to try and stop the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Kishimoto in around the defense. Avoids the block off the backboard. Brooks comes up with it. And here come the Jets. Well, good hands by Keita Mora, preventing a wide open look there for John Mooney. .7. Now Naoki Tashido comes in along with the likes of Alex Kirk and Arakawa. Morocco man as well. Complete change here for the final 4.7 by Dayo Katani, head coach of the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Smith now trying to go for this three. Nowhere to go. It's a bit of a Hail Mary shot, and that is no good. Currently at the end of the first half, RYUKYU Golden Kings leading 46-31. Well, to all of our viewers live on B.LEAGUE International, we are going to take a break, a 20-minute break here at halftime. So go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, as we will be back for the second half momentarily. Welcome back, basketball fans. The two words that every basketball fan likes to hear in the Japanese B-League. Game 3. Unless you're a fan of the CHIBA Jets and the RYUKYU Golden Kings, second half action about to get underway. Here are the highlights from the first half. But currently it is a 15-point deficit to the defending champions. Right now, 15 points here from Yuki Togashi is leading the way here for the visitors. This is a rematch of last season's final. Well, they need Togashi time. They need to find a way back in this, and they also need Christopher Smith, but they've also got to find a way to stop the bigs of both Jack Cooley and Alan Durham. Well, that was the first of 2 3-pointers coming from Keita Imamura-san. Imamura did play for the Japanese national team at the prior FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers at the Ariake Coliseum in Tokyo. So far, a bit of a quiet night here for Xavier Cooks. But they say basketball is a game of runs and definitely a game of 2 halves. Well, of course, both CHIBA Jets and the RYUKYU Golden Kings having good performances here at the moment. Togashi's tough shot avoiding the block of Vic Law, but nothing but net. A bit of string music coming from the $1 million player. 2 3-pointers coming from Hayato Maki currently at the moment. That was the second one. It's been good perimeter shooting so far here from the hosts. Live in the Okinawa Arena, this beautiful stadium is one of the host venues for the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Nice little penetration again by Togashi. Hesitation in and around the defense, finding the lineup and layup coming from Kaishu, the former Kyoto Hanadis player, joining CHIBA Jets this season. Well, they ended up calling that a blocking play against John Mooney. The debate whether or not he was inside the restricted area. As the acceleration, that's a tempo, of course, that they need to play at. Well, we're going to take a look at the statistics so far here from the first half, and already you can see 5 3-pointers coming from the Golden Kings, shooting 38%. Well, 2 for 17, just not good enough. You got to go back to game 1 where the Jets came here winning by plus 30 points at 8 3-pointers. At the end of the first half, and currently they're struggling. They need to find other ways to score. 23 rebounds in total here for the Golden Kings. Leading up against the Jets, and the turnovers have been an issue, especially for CHIBA. But like I said, a whole new half ahead of them. The winner of this game will go to Yokohama next week for the 2023-24 B-League Finals to take on the Hiroshima Dragonflies, who did defeat Nagoya Diamond Dolphins in their Game 3 yesterday. Currently leading the scoring here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, currently with 10 points, followed up by the Morocco man with 8, and Hayato Maki with his 2 3-pointers. Those two joint top scorers, or joint top second scorers of 16 between them. But a whole new half to go ahead of us. There's a stat that definitely needs to change here in the second half. Only 1 player in double digits. That is Yuki Togashi with 50 to 5 Jets players over 2 fouls. Not too much foul trouble to be concerned about. But they got to find other players to find a way to get into this one and contribute to help out the scoring tonight. John Mooney, just like Vic Law, his former teammate from last season, both players going to play professionally in Australia before coming to the B-League. Well, the head-to-head matchup definitely going in favor for Yuki Togashi, but he needs to find a way to turn the score around because the Golden Kings currently have the advantage of a 15-point deficit. Well, we'd like to give some shout-outs, of course, to our fans currently watching live here on B-League International. Welcome to Chills CT, currently watching from Connecticut. Teddy, also watching from the USA, Marco Bedin, as well as Francis and Jonathan De La Paz. Welcome, everybody. And please, if you are watching this game live, let us know where in the world you're watching in the live YouTube chat. And if you can, kindly, please hit that like button. Every like you give helps further promote Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball so we can watch these games live on YouTube. And also make sure you subscribe to B.LEAGUE International. So please hit the like button on this live stream. John Patrick, head coach of the CHIBA Jets, now in his second season. Spent a decade making a dynasty in Germany when he was head coach of the MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Kako se brate Marko Bieden. Idemo, Serbia. Stanley Shea currently watching from Taipei. Ongasu Renchini Wardapengo. First possession now going here too for the Kings. And Madera made 4 in game 2. With this one, good job there by Ara Brown, keeping Cooley off the offensive rebounds. And here come the Jets. Actually, quick three, and what a way to begin the second half. And maybe, just maybe, one way to find their way back in this one. And welcome to Darlene and Pete Smith, currently watching from Sacramento. Almost at Sacramento Kings, the home of Christopher Smith. Kishimoto now forcing up a tough one. Well, the first three-pointer was a good look. That one not so good. And CHIBA find a way back in. Mooney time and space, mid-range. Beautifully tucks this one away. And a 5-0 run to start the second half here for the CHIBA Jets, the champions of 2021. Pull their way back in. Final half for one of these two teams this season. And the winner will go to Yokohama next week to meet the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Moore now, he'll penetrate, can't get it, but the offensive rebounds can't just be solely relied on by Jack Cooley. As Moore commits a foul. Welcome to Gilbert Garcia, currently watching from Austin, Texas, as well as Aaron Carl Ramirez watching from Quezon City, Pilipinas. Falling into the hands of Cook, and now it's a 7-0 run. And we've only played 1 minute and 38 seconds so far here in the second half. And this game has been turned around slightly. That 15-point lead has slowly been cut down almost halfway, and a timeout called by Dai Okatani. Could the CHIBA Jets comeback be on the cards? Well, timeout has been called. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Again, please, basketball fans, if you can, hit that like button. Every like you give to this live stream enables us to watch more Japanese basketball games in the future. So please, if you're watching this live stream, do hit the like button and subscribe to B.LEAGUE International on YouTube. Some more shout-outs. Welcome to Thaddeus Majiri, currently watching from Nairobi, Kenya. As always, welcome to Sky Samuel Adedamola. Valalepo, Marco Beden. Valalepo, Priatei Moi, Brate Moi. Welcome to Simon Doyle, currently watching from Dublin, Ireland. Pulls up for this one, takes this one now. Did he have his foot on the line? No, it's a 3. Up to a double-digit lead currently here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. And Alan Durham, well, what do we have here? Bunny's time by the Morocco man. Two-handed jam. And just after going on a 7-0 run, now it's a 5-0 run here for the defending champions. As John Patrick calls timeout. As I said, basketball is a game of runs. CHIBA, they built the momentum, but they were unable to try and hold on to this. Marco Bedin, moje ime je Josh Bet. So Marco, I was currently at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in the Philippines last summer, commentating Serbia in the group stage. Also went to Belgrade this year to watch the Belgrade derby in the B.LEAGUE. Made a YouTube vlog on it as well. Also managed to watch Partizan in the EuroLeague versus Žalgiris. That was back in January or February. I think it was in January. Yeah, January. There we go. 13-point ball game. Drago mi je Marco Bedin. Brate moj. Maybe inside the key. Good play. Tries to go for the follow-up. Can't get it. Welcome to Alfie Award. Currently watching from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Down low, Alex Kirk. Runs around, draws a foul. Nope, that's going to be on the ground, so no free throws coming up. Well, I have a question for Marco Bedin. Koliko je sate? Sada, yeah, playoff basketball, second half. Dobrodošli or playoff basketball. Kushanku Japanese B.LEAGUE. More trying to isolate. Pump fakes. Steps through. What a play, but he missed this one. Good defense by John Mooney. And the Jets trail by 13. Trying to find a way in. Derek just trying to be everywhere on defense. Smith now pulls up mid-range, goes straight. No foul call up. Mooney. Not sure if that was a box up. They're going to call foul here against CHIBA Jets veteran player. The foul was called on Fumio Nishimura. And Nishimura, 36 years of age. Veteran player, as we mentioned. Well, the Jets have got to hold the composure on defense. They've got to try and come up with some stops in the moments. Durham goes in, making it back to a 15-point ball game. Right where we were at the beginning of the first half. That's going to kick ball violation against Alan Durham. So sideline possession coming up here for the Jets. Well, that's the case here defensively. Mooney's got to be a step quicker. Got to be aware that Durham does like to put the ball on the floor. Brooks finds Brown. Pump fakes. Goes up. Doesn't get the and one, but he'll go to the free throw line. Well, Brown's got to try and make that one. Try to get the three-point play. Well, Cook overhelps. At that point, it's either Vic or Kishimoto's got to drop down and help out, but Brown curling the free throw line here for the CHIBA Jets. Misses the first free throw. Ira Brown is a naturalized Japanese player, originally from Corsicana, Texas. Went to Gonzaga University, leaving in 2009. Many Filipino fans will remember him in 2011 when he played for the San Miguel Beermen. Of course, he started in Japan in the 2011-12 season with the Toyama Grouses. Played for the Sunrock Shibuya. Also did play for the Golden Kings for 2 seasons. This play goes in. Reverse layup coming from Onodera. Biggest lead of the game so far. Nishimura tries a wide open three and beautifully tucks this one away. Nice play. Marco Bedin. Don't ask me how old I am, bro. Come on, man. Nobody needs to know my age. I mean, I'm one age, but I look like I'm 10 years older. I can age very well. Ball finds Durham. Durham thought about taking the three. Hesitates. It's a tough shot. No foul call. Good defense by Christopher Smith. A lot of hard foul there by Alan Durham. Smith back up to the ground. It's going to be the third team foul against. I wonder if the referees will review this. We're having a discussion now. Does this need to go for a review? Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, I'd say so for sure. They need to review this one. Yeah, they're going to look. This could potentially be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Marco Bennett, I'm only joking, bro. I'm only playing with you. I make jokes at myself all the time. It's all good laugh. Let's see the decision. Yeah, upgrades made. Decision by the officials. So Samuel has just asked me, Josh, do you gamble? Well, my name is Josh Betts, and I just say it's not in my name to gamble, if that makes sense. No, I do not. I do like a game of blackjack, but no gambling. I just like to play cards. Well, since here we don't have the flagrant call in international basketball, it is indeed unsportsmanlike. Both free throws have been made by Christopher Smith with an unsportsmanlike foul. If you get the ball back. Smith penetrates, goes in, doesn't get it. Big rebound here by Durham. The Kings still leading. It's just as much an unsportsmanlike foul as the other one. That's a deliberate foul in transition in my mind. I think, yeah. I mean, that is not a natural basketball play. So I wonder if the officials will, yeah, they're going to go review it. They're going to look at it. They're going to discuss first if it needs to be reviewed. My thing is that is not a natural play. You're not going for the ball. It's in transition. It is a little bit reckless. It's not as aggressive as the one that Alan Durham did against Christopher Smith, but it is still a not natural defensive play. There's no attempt to go for the ball. But chocolate chip cookie's not a clear pop, but in my mind, it's just not a natural play. So regular fouls going to be kept. Normal foul, no upgrades been made on this one. That is interesting. Well, the foul is getting pulled against Chiba Jets, number 18, Sori Uchiyo, the young 23-year-old. Heavily guarded by Tyler Brown. Nowhere to go here. Moto to penetrate. Kicks out, finds on it. Darrow wide open. It was a three-pointer. And now we're back to a 14-point ball game. It all starts with the penetration by Ryuchi Kishimoto. 2 letters TC. Thank you very much. What a dunk time by Xavier Cooks, the defense. X-Man just went down the lane with a throwdown. They need Cooks. Brown trying to be aggressive here. Kishimoto now from no man's land. A little bit too overzealous, but offensive rebound and the foul's really called. So 2 free throws coming up for the big fella. Alex Kirk, the former Alvok Tokyo player who has won 2 B.LEAGUE championships. So Samuel's just asked if I'm Japanese. I would love to be Japanese, but unfortunately I'm not. I am from the United Kingdom. White potatoes just set on the Dara. It's like Patrick Beverly. Well, Kirk currently the free throw line. Big free throws coming up here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Has had his struggles from the free throw line. And misses this one. Well, Alex Kirk, originally from Los Alamos in New Mexico. Went undrafted, but did play for the Cleveland Cavaliers before going to their G League team. So we take on the free throw. Well, Kirk came to Japan in 2017, where he spent 6 wonderful seasons playing for Alvak Tokyo, winning 2 B.LEAGUE championships. So won a FIBA Asia Champions Cup back in 2019. He played in the Euro League for Anadolu Efes, the Chinese Basketball Association for the Guangzhou Long Lions. He makes the second one. He's trying to keep the margin ahead at the moment. Marco Bedin, are you Partizano sort of Zvezda? Which one? That's a tough pass, finishes this one. Well, Gabriel Hermagones, I went to an international school, the American School of England, fantastic. And I had classmates from all over the world, from elementary all the way till they graduated. Because London's a very international city as well. It's a post up. Morocco man finds Kirk. Kirk in around the defense. It's going to be a 3-second violation of travel up. Yep, 3 seconds. Good defense. Well, you like this here from Chiba Jets, compacting the paint. Good help side by Fumio Nishimura. And that's sublime defense coming from the man down low. Nishimura now has made 1 3-pointer, penetrates, takes the pass. Good drop, can't come over the big rebound by Cooley. That was a great move by Nishimura, but he's got to try and make that one. More nowhere to go. Finds Vic Law. Good defense, but it comes up to Alex Kirk. Kirk can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Still can't finish. Cooley with the follow-up. Well, Jack Cooley and Alex Kirk, they're like Kane and The Undertaker when they're on the floor. Brothers of destruction. We can see Kirk went in with the choke slam. Well, look at this. Here's a pick and roll. Shutahara fumbles it. Kirk tries to go in with the choke slam right here. Doesn't get it. Cooley goes in with a tombstone power drive and says, rest in peace. Great job by Togashi, finds Ira Brown. Surely that's got to be an out one. There's a bit of contact there, but that's a great pick and roll between Togashi. Here comes Kishimoto now, trying to do what Togashi did. Little floaters up in the air again. Ices that one away. It's a battle of the PGs at the moment. Nishimura for the Golden Kings. So Togashi here for the Jets. But Chiba's got to try and stand this. Togashi again trying to ISO. Heavily defended. Final seconds. Hana's got to force this one up. Step through, hangs in the air. Almost got it. Well, could have hit the rim. Smith pump fakes, close out by Kirk, deep three, well, that is beautiful. Jets just didn't give up on it, but credit to John Mooney getting the offensive rebound. 10-point ball game, we're under 90 seconds here in the fourth and final quarter. Now Imamura finds Cooley, nowhere to go. He's made 2 threes, goes for that one's way off the mark. Goes out of bounds, now will be possession back to the Chiba Jets. Well, Hayato Maki, number 88, coming in for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Along with Matsuaki, does have 2 fouls, but hasn't had too much points production here tonight. Nori Uchiho. Giving Fumio Nishimura a break, as well as Ira Brown taking a breather here for the Chiba Jets. Smith with the post up, and that is simply a mismatch. This guy's release is so high. Elevation on that jump shot makes him unguardable. Big roll looking for the ISO. Roll penetrates. Let's be out of bounds. Now we'll go back to the Chiba Jet. Oh no. Going to stay to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. I'd say Vic Law may have got bailed out there. Final seconds here for Ayatamaki. Finds Vic Law. Down the middle, goes for a tough fadeaway. This guy going in with greatness. He's from Chicago. He's got the fadeaway. He probably grew up as a 23 fan. That fadeaway was under intense pressure, but no problem for Vic Law. 5 seconds difference between game and shot clock here for the CHIBA Jets. Takashi looking for Moody. Good hands on defense. Law comes up with it now. Golden Kings, 6 seconds. Law trying to go all the way. Law pulls up, mid-range, doesn't get it. That is the end of the third quarter, and it's still a 10-point lead currently to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Marko Bedin, I am neither a fan of Partizan or Crveni Zvezda. I love them both. Ja volim košarku srpski. Srbu. Well, we are going to take a little bit of a break at the moment. We will be back in 90 seconds for the fourth and final quarter. One of these two teams will meet the Hiroshima Dragonflies in the final. Those were the highlights from the third quarter. 10 minutes to go. 10-point lead to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. These two teams met in the final in Yokohama last season with the Golden Kings defied all odds. But who's going to the final? For Marko Yedin, let me tell you right now, only one player, and that is Vlade Divac and Stojakovic. Deep three in the corner, just can't get it. Tipping no good by Moody, but an offensive rebound. Now Togashi. Just didn't go in. Smith gets rejected, goes out of bounds, and that's going back to the Golden Kings. Well, what a play there. I mean, this is unlucky. Unable to get the first three, then unable to get the second one. Both two fantastic looks here for CHIBA Jets, but they've got to dig in defensively. Down low to Kuhlmeister. Heavily defended. Really good defense. Comes up loose. But this guy too big, too strong, and simply just too good. 14 points tonight here for Jack Cooley. 12-point deficit. No need to panic right now here for the CHIBA Jets. Harvard's got to make this one. But it just won't drop. One of the three very good looks here from the perimeter. But Marko Bedin, I'll tell you, if we're going to talk Serbian basketball, we've got to talk about Bataroga. And if we're talking about great Serbian teams, we've got to talk about FNP. And I'm not talking about today's FNP, FNP Železnik. Novi Sad. KK Mega Basket. I've gone to see them play. I was in Serbia in January. Volim Košarku Srbu. Currently now 12-point ball game at the moment. Matsuwaki here on the perimeter. It's been a double team. Turns it over. What a poor pass. But CHIBA turning right back over. What is going on with the Jets? These two teams currently showing the frailties at the moment. Fumio Nishimura unable to take care of the rock. And now the Morocco man is going to come back in here for Jack Cooley, and Matsuwaki is going to take a breather. Alex Kerr comes back in. Trying to penetrate, draws the contact, goes in, and he's going to the free throw line. He was in his 1-2 step, so had he made that, it would have been a three-point play. Well, Cook's a great player, but he's going to struggle on the perimeter to defend Vic Law. Cooks may have an argument there that he probably was fouled in the process, but two free throws coming up for the former CHIBA Jets player, Vic Law. Chicago born and raised, went to Northwestern, briefly in the NBA with the Orlando Magic. Also in the G League with the Lakeland Magic, but came to Australia to play in the NBL. And it was John Patrick who brought him to the B-League last season with the CHIBA Jets. And as the saying goes, when he lost to his current team, RYUKYU Golden Kings, if you can't beat them, join them. Makes them both. Point deficit, CHIBA. It's now or never. Well, Brown tried to throw the backdoor pass to Togashi, but it's a no. Well, didn't take a deflection, actually. May have taken a deflection, so it's going to be a CHIBA Jets ball. Marko Bed, Crna Gora, budućnost voli. Are you kidding me? Volim Košarku Crna Gora. The air ball goes up. It's going to be a 24-second violation, so possession will go back to the Golden Kings. CHIBA Jets choking under intense pressure. Well, hello again to Monica Stephanie, and shout out to Kathy Durham, currently watching from Detroit, Michigan. No doubt relation to the great Alan Durham, the Hulk, the Morocco man. He went to the Philippines, and Alan Durham started his pro career in Romania, played in Israel, also played in a variety of other places. Used through by Hayato. Aki from downtown. Well, you got to stop to think at the moment. The road to repeat is looking more and more likely, but they're still under 7.5. CHIBA's got to stay in this one. They're unable to finish, and a rebound secured by Vic Law. Mid-range up, mid-range, beautifully tucked away, and arigato gozaimasu. Sugoi, majide, hontoni. Gambare, RYUKYU Golden Kings. Tell you what, right now, this team lost by plus 30 points in game 1. They responded with a bang in game 2. Both teams had a day off yesterday. And Alex Cook looks like he's got a stitch of some sort. Remember, that man has battled back from a serious back injury. But credit to Alex Cook, credit Vic Law, and the entire Golden Kings team. Well, this is how you know Vic Law definitely thinks Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time. Here's a three-pointer by Hayato Maki, but Vic Law from the mid-range. This is automatic basketball front. Well, another replay of Hayato Maki. Here we go. Put number 23 on this man's back. He's from Chicago. Vic Law was born on the 19th of December, 1995. His His second season, Michael Jordan came back from retirement. As we mentioned, he was born in Chicago, Illinois, went to St. Rita High School. Plus, he would have only been maybe 2 years old when they won their sixth championship in 1998, but the year he was born was the year they swept the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals, talking about the Chicago Bulls. And he obviously went one day to play for the Orlando Magic. Open, Nishimura tries a three. Really gets an offensive rebound. Can't get it, but another turnover, but Vic Law is unable to secure this one. Well, basketball fans, again, what a game we're having at the moment. If you are watching this game live, please, we have 76,200 subscribers. Let's get to 70,300 by the end of this game. And also, can we get 200 likes on this live YouTube stream? Every like you give enables us to watch more and more live international basketball games here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. So please, subscribe to B.LEAGUE International and hit the like button on this live stream. Every little helps. Smith now, huge three, and they need that big time. It's not over at the moment. And that just gives Chiba Jets a bit of belief. They've got to dig in deep defensively. Here comes Vic Law. Cross the court, good passing. Kishimoto now looking to kick this one out. Final seconds here on the shot clock. Kishimoto's got to get something now in and around the defense. Now it's going to be a foul here against Alan Durham, I believe. Oh, have they called this one against Chiba? Well, that's a hesitation. Now watch Alan Durham with Shutahara. Wow. Looks like Hara went to the ground. No, the foul is called against John Mooney. Sorry. Kishimoto makes the first free throw. .6:19 to go. If he makes his free throw, it's back to an 18-point ball game. Kishimoto, the man, as I mentioned, has only been with one team his entire career, and that has been the RYUKYU Golden Kings. .34 years of age. Originally from Nago City in the Okinawa Prefecture, so he is a local here in Okinawa. Not over yet. Chiba, they can rally here in the final minutes. Nice penetration by Shutahara. That's much better. Back to 16 points. Only 5 points tonight here for Shutahara. The Kings don't need to rush anything here offensively. They can take care of the ball. Chiba's got to try and defensively dig deep. Durham goes in. That's good defense. Now they've got to capitalize. Can they convert this? That's going to be committed by Shota Onodera. 5:45 to go. Gets a bump on the chest there from Naoki Tashido. Sori Uchiho, the young player coming back in, 23 years of age. I think that's the right shot to go for him when you talk about trying to get back in this game. Chiba's got to develop better, much higher percentage looks. Keep coming over. Score, but throws this one away. Good defense by the Chiba Jets. Tagashi now gets caught with a jump ball. Now the question is, it's going to go back to the RYUKYU Golden Kings because Chiba had the first possession of the fourth quarter. That's good defense. Well, here's better defense by Chiba, causing a double team turnover from Alan Durham. Both Vic Law, Yuki Tagashi, former teammates last season, losing in the final to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. looking for the ISO. Good hands by Xavier Cooks, and again, the Jets have a chance. 3-on-1. So free throws coming up here for Sato Ogawa. Again, 5 minutes to go here. Anything is possible. Now, am I correct? Johnny Rick is part Slovenian, living in Brooklyn. Are you Slovenian, Johnny Rick? Well, timeout's going to be called here by Daio Katani. Operation Hang On here for the Golden Kings. Operation Come Back at All Costs for the Chiba Jets underway. We'll find out what's going to be the case. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, first of all, I absolutely love Slovenia. It's a beautiful country. It's one of the most beautiful countries you'll go to in Europe. But if you think about it now, like 15-point deficit under 5 minutes, it reminds me of the 2007 Eurobasket when Jaka Lakovic was leading Slovenia. You know which game I'm talking about. They were leading against Greece, and well, Greece did the inevitable. They came back. I remember Edison Lorbeck was playing in that game. Well, Sato Ogawa at the free throw line. Much needed free throws. And he chokes. The pressure just getting to him. The time when you have to make your free throws. This would be the time now. The second one's made. 14-point ball game. Marco Bedin, don't worry about it. I heard Johnny Rick went to see Cena Vita Olympia play and tried to order some rakia, and he got ID'd and realized, not for you. Too young. Another turnover. So Chiba have a chance. Now Mooney inside the key, goes up, still can't get it. Cooks fighting for the offensive. Well, that's got to be a travel, surely. Turn it over in the end. Now Moralco back, down the middle, kicks out. 3 in the corner. That could have been a huge turnaround. He missed the first free throw, but now he's gone on a 3-0 run. 13-point deficit. We got Onodera on the floor along with Hayato Maki and Kishimoto. Now the Golden Kings are just throwing this game away. Now they come up with a steal. This could be big. For an unnecessary quick three-pointer. You've got to ask the question, Chiba, they're doing everything right defensively. That's another turn. No. Foul's going to be called this time. Oh, jump ball. Oh, 8-second violation. Well, that is 2 turnovers in the full court that the Golden Kings have committed. Well, the Golden Kings currently playing the style of play for your life. Operation Hold On. Jets could have gone on an easy 7-0 run at this point. Chocolate chip cookie, what is going on? I believe what is happening. Now remember, if you are new to Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball, there's only ever been 4 champions. The first championship went to Utsunomiya Brex. The next 2 went to Alvak Tokyo, in which RYUKYU Golden Kings player Alex Kirk was a part of both of those championships. Then we had the global pandemic, the cancellation. Brex won the second championship. No, excuse me, the Chiba Jets currently playing now. They won the 2021. Rex won 2022. And now the defending champions, the Golden Kings. Well, Vic Law getting called for a foul against his former team. It's only his second personal, third against the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Penetration. This shot, good defense by Onodera, but Smith's able to recover. Hands up, Smith way off the mark. They had to go for that three-pointer. Got it by Ogawa. Kicks out, Vic Law, big three is up. That's way off the mark. 3 minutes left. CHIBA turn it right back over. What is going on? Well, Marko Beden, Luka Doncic je ljubitelji Crvene zvezda. Moram da govorim srpski. Želim da naučim srpski. Idemo, hajde. Laku noć. Doviđenja. We think that Chiba's had 4 possessions. They could have easily cut this down to single digits. And they have just choked under pressure. It's as simple as that. There's no need to rush and think here. You might as well just keep running it down to the final seconds. Moore kicks out, finds 3 in the corner. Onodera's way off the mark. Chiba's got to get something here. They must score. There's a 3. Ogawa wide open, and again, it just will not drop. Hvala lepo, brate Marko. As now, you gotta wonder what's going to be the structure, what's going to be the game plan. And I think at the moment, it's just going to be hang on. 5 on the shot clock. Kishimoto got it by Mooney. Moto now puts it up. 3 won't drop. Onodera fights for it. Ogawa comes up. Just over 2 minutes. CHIBA, it's now or never. Sagashi now finding Xavier Cooks. Cooks goes in, throws it down with 2 hands. And a timeout's going to be called by Dai Okatani. Remember, this is going to be the 3rd game. Actually, no. This is going to be the 6th game that these 2 teams have played literally in over 1 week. So for sure, a lot of fatigue is going to be in with these players. Kishimoto is going to draw the foul. So it will be a sideline ball. No free throws coming up. It's going to be against Xavier Cooks. Golden Kings has got to try and get something quick here. They've got to make the most of this. There's a penetration. Big Law can't get it. The offensive rebound by the Morocco man. With over 90 seconds left. Golden Kings getting ready to book those tickets for Yokohama. As Cooks tries to respond quickly. 1:26 to go. Well, looks like a bit of a problem here for Vic Law. He may have to go out of the game. these Okinawa fans saying Golden Kings. Things getting a little bit physical out there between these sets of players. I think now composure is going to be the key thing. Golden Kings, they've definitely struggled here offensively, but they found a way to dig deep. Remember, game one, they lost by over 30 points. And the prospect of knowing the season's over, and maybe it's been a case that winning game one was too much confidence. And Durham, of course, struggling from the free throw line with the first one. Home crowd trying to rally behind the Morocco man. Even you can feel the anxiety, the nerves. They went to Yokohama last year. They won the championship. They know they want to do it again. Durham makes a second one. 12-point lead to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. 1:15 away from getting to Yokohama. It's going to be the second season in a row now. The CHIBA season has been ended by the Golden Kings. Rebound secured by Jack Cooley. We love that sportsmanship. A nice battle between both Christopher Smith and Jack Cooley. Imagine those two on the same team. Oh my goodness. I'd run away. I wouldn't even turn up to play. Well, again, he's returned back to Japanese basketball. He's done a lot of great things, but unfortunately, this CHIBA Jets team, they made it to the final last year after having the best record. And now they won't go to the final. Well, it's going to be a disappointing end now for CHIBA. 13-point lead to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Golden Kings will be leading the Hiroshima Dragonflies. What a game it's been here. It's going to be another turnover. And you can hear the atmosphere in the Okinawa Arena. Remember, Japan qualified automatically for the Paris 2024 Olympics in this arena. And the Okinawa Arena hosted one of the three host countries, along with Indonesia and the Philippines, for the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Yokohama is going to be another destination. Cooley going baseline. Look at this one out here to Kishimoto. Kishimoto finding Onodera. Hasn't made a three tonight. And big time three-pointer. Ichi ni san kudasai. Has been committed. It's only the 14th foul against Golden Kings. Well, that was a kick out, finding Onodera. Arigato gozaimasu. Big time play by Shota Onodera. While Mooney going for a quick three, can't get it. I don't think the Golden Kings are going to go to attempt a shot. Well, you can hear the atmosphere live in this beautiful Okinawa Arena. The RYUKYU Golden Kings last season, they went to Yokohama. They defeated the CHIBA Jets, and now they're on their way to Yokohama one more time for the B.LEAGUE Championship. Well, you got to think, Sugoi has been the message. RYUKYU Golden Kings fans, you can book those tickets, that 3-hour flight to Tokyo, as you are going to Yokohama. And I'll say it again, Ayasu Minasai, Okinawa Golden Kings on the road to repeat for their championship. What a game, what a series it's been. It's all over here in the semifinals. RYUKYU Golden Kings have defeated the CHIBA Jets. You gotta think after game one, many would have said the season was over for the Golden Kings as they looked dead and buried. But they came back in game two. They had a day off yesterday. And Dai Yokotani's players have prevailed once again. Somehow they find a way, somehow they do it. Remember, next weekend will be... Johnny Rick, how do you call yourself the GOAT? Come on, man, that's terrible. Next weekend, indeed, will be the final in Yokohama. Well, to give you the exact dates of when the final will be, of course, Game 1 will be on May 25th, Game 2 will be 26th, and if necessary, Game 3 will be on the 28th. Well, the tip-off time local for Game 1 in Yokohama, the B.LEAGUE Championship Final, will be at 12 midday local time. Game 2 will be at 1:10 local time in Japan, and Game 3, if necessary, on May 28th, will tip off at 7:05 on the 28th local time. So wherever you're based in the world, Game 1, midday in Japan. Game 2, 1:10 in Japan. And Game 3, if necessary, 7:05 in Japan. So get your time zones right. I will be commentating those games with Anthony Suntai, one of the voices of the Philippines Basketball Association. Well, Vic Law and Yuki Tagashi, former teammates at the Chiba Jets, but it will indeed just be Vic Law going back to the finals. You got to feel, of course, for this team. They were terrific this year. The Chiba, with all their struggles, the injuries, winning the ES, what is it, the ELS, I think it is, the East League of Super Asia. But they will not be going to the premium competition, the BCL Asia. Now we're going to listen here from Golden Kings players and coaches, and we will have it translated.
まずは桶谷大ヘッドコーチです。千葉を相手にこの第3戦でファイナルへの切符をつかみました。今どんな思いが込み上げていますか？
いやもう日本のバスケットがここまで来たかって僕は思ってて、こんな盛り上がるセミファイナルあったかなって思うぐらい、やっぱりで勝った負けたあるんですけど、ここまで盛り上がったのはやっぱり千葉さんのおかげだと思うんで、こうやってセミファイナル戦えたこと本当に誇りに思います。
I have to say, Japanese basketball has come a long way. Probably one of the best semifinals that we ever had this year. But of course, CHIBA Jets was there to help. That we were playing against CHIBA Jets was also a really big part of the game. So thank you a lot. Thank you all for your support.
今日は試合の出だしから素晴らしいオフェンスでベンチメンバー含めて得点を重ねていきました。試合の出だしの部分はどう感じてますか？
いやもう選手の遂行ですよね。もう完璧に遂行してくれたんで、前半もうそれでもう自分たちがアドバンテージ取れたと思いますし、やっぱりもうあとはもうこの雰囲気ですね。やっぱりこの沖縄アリーナと沖縄琉球キングスのファンの皆さんがこの舞台作ってくれたんで、それで自分たちは力出したと思います。
Taking a look back at the game here, we started out really great, just as planned. The players played as we were supposed to play, but the biggest part of it, of course, was we were able to play here at the arena. But most of all, it was all of your support. Thank you.
ただ後半の出だしは相手の連続ポイントがあって、そこでタイムアウトを取って、そこから岸本選手のスリーポイントもありました。時間帯、このゲームを占う上では大事な時間帯だったと思いますが、あたりはどう感じてみますか？
いやちょっとやっぱり3クォーター24点取られたんですかね。スリーポイント3本で24点取られて、ちょっと不運なねスリーポイントもあったんですけど、そこもう一回みんなが締め直してくれたかなというふうに思います。
Come back to the third quarter here. Chiba started coming back. They had a good 3-point shots, 24 points. They started working up on us, but the team was able to take it back. So great job with the team.
圧倒的不利な初戦を落としてから2連勝でファイナルへの切符をつかみました。そのファイナルは連覇もかかっています。どんな思いで臨みますか？
今言いましたよねいやもうそろそろねおこがましいかなと思ったんですけど、言ってもいいかなっていうふうに思うんですけど、連覇できるチャンスが目の前に来たんで連覇したいと思います。
Like you said, you just mentioned it, we have a chance to go back-to-back, taking away this win at the championships. I really didn't want to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. We've got a chance to take this championship back-to-back, and we will. Thank you.
ありがとうございました。桶谷大ヘッドコーチでした。続いて岸本隆一選手です。平日にもかかわらず今日が史上最多のまた観客数更新となりました。この大歓声の中でファイナルをつかんだこと、どう感じてますか？
いやもう本当最高の気分です。はい。
It's the greatest game that we've had today. Thank you. Great feeling.
相手千葉という中で富樫選手も今日ハードにプレーしてきていました。ただそこをチームで全体としては千葉の失点を抑えました。ディフェンス面良かった部分どんなところですか？
いやもう本当にみんなが意識高く持ってで、それぞれのマークマンに対して責任を持ちつつもやっぱ全員で守ったっていうところが今日の勝因だと思うので本当チームの勝利です。はい。
Taking a look back at the game here, there was tough defense, but I believe we were able to win this game. The team worked together really hard. We worked together, and that's probably what got us this victory.
そして今日もベンチメンバー牧選手そして松崎選手の要所でのスリーポイントが光りました。その部分いかがですか？
いやようやく本気出してくれましたね。
I guess the question was, Maki and Matsuaki were able to get their 3 points. Kishimoto Ryuchi's answer was they started to really become serious at this game.
改めてこの3試合を終えてこのチームの強みとなっているポイント、どんなところに感じますか？
いやこの3試合でどのチームよりもこう成長しているんじゃないかって本当こう実感しているので、はいファイナル2連覇目指すのも当然ですけど、こう1戦2戦さらにチームが良くなっていけるように本当に高みを目指して、頑張りたいと思います。
I think playing through these 3 games that we had against CHIBA here really gave us a chance to advance and grow as a team. Winning the championship, of course, back-to-back is the final goal, but it is also an opportunity for us to even grow and become a stronger team.
ありがとうございました。岸本隆一選手でした。続いてビッグロー選手です。第2戦は少し怪我もあって出場時間が限られた中で今日は大きな役割を果たしました。どんな気持ちでプレーしていましたか？
We beat CHIBA, so I don't care about anything else.
千葉に勝ってたんでそれだけです。あとはどうでもいいです。千葉に勝ってたんです。
第3クォーターにはタフショットも決めて今日のゲームを通してチームが苦しいところで得点を重ねました。その部分についてはいかがですか？
Last year playing on CHIBA and coming to Okinawa, this is one of the reasons they brought me here for my toughness, my defense, some of the shot making. I'm just happy I can provide my skills in front of all the fans. And what better stage to beat CHIBA than the semifinals to go right back to the championship?
去年、千葉でプレーして、そして今年から沖縄に入って、そのために僕もキングスに入ってきたと思ってるんで、ただ本当に千葉でプレーできて、そして、またチャンピオンシップに沖縄の琉球ゴールデンキングスとしてチャンピオンシップに戻れるっていうのは本当に素晴らしいことだと思ってます。光栄です。
今日は今シーズンこの沖縄のアリーナでのプレーは最後となりました。この歓声の中でのプレーは改めてどう今日感じましたか？
The cheers are great. I'm hoping the Kings fans come to Yokohama and cheer us on and make that a home game too.
いやもうアリーナのサポーター、そして皆さんの応援は本当に最高です。なので、皆さん横浜にも行って、横浜アリーナに行って、横浜アリーナをホームゲームにしましょ
う。さあ残すはファイナルで広島との戦いです。そこに向けて意気込みを最後にお願いします。
I'm super excited. Tonight I'm just going to enjoy, celebrate, and I'll worry about all that tomorrow.
いや本当に広島とプレーするの本当に楽しみなんですけれども、今日はとにかく、勝てたので、今日は祝いをして、お祝いをして、それはもう明日考えます。
ありがとうございました。ピッチロー選手でした。
Well, they heard Vic Law saying the only thing he cares about was beating his former team, the CHIBA Jets. What a great performance he had. He struggled early on in the playoffs, but responding with a bang.
15ポイント、10リバウンドの活躍で勝利に大きく貢献しました。Double number 45, Cooley.
Well, here's Jack Cooley, and what another great performance he had.
クーリー選手が SGC 様より純金ゴールデンキックが
We're going to hear what Jack Cooley, I believe, has to say momentarily. What a big fan favorite he's been with this Golden Kings crowd. We just heard that from the crowd. We love you, Cooley. What a fan favorite. Unbelievable. And they also chanted MVP. You got to love this Okinawa fan base.
Gumbawa. Man. Great job, everybody. I mean, I'm so proud of the way we played and the way all of you showed up in this rainy day. You guys all had our backs for 3 games. Even after game 1, nobody got down. Nobody in this gym thought we weren't going to come back and win the next 2 games. I appreciate each and every one of you. And every single year I've been here, we've added a banner up there. And this year to add another banner, we got to win a championship. And I don't plan on not winning a championship and not adding a banner to this gym. So we're going to go to Yokohama, and I know all of you guys are going to be there and support us. So I appreciate it, and we're going to handle business. So thank you all for your support, and let's get 2 more.
本当に今日は最高ですというか、皆さん最高です。そしてチームも本当に最高です。この3日間皆さんのサポートがあったからこそこうやっていいプレーもできたし、いい試合もできました。あそこにフラッグバナーが下がってるんですけれども、あと2つ、去年からも僕来てるんですけど、2年連続で取ってるんです。もう1個付け加えましょう。皆さん横浜のサポートもお願いします。さあ見事 MVP を受賞しましたクーリー選手に今一度大きな拍手を。さあ改めまして本日の試合は83対67でキングスが見事勝利し、日本生命 B.LEAGUE Finals 2023-24の進出が決定いたしました。
Well, the road to defending that championship is back on the way. The Golden Kings, they have been terrific. And again, as Cooley said, they've added a banner every year for this franchise. 2 more victories, they'll add another banner, and that will be the championship banner. What a win for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Great Kobe Bryant used to say, it's always harder to defend the championship than when you initially win it the first time. That's going to be the next job for this Yokohama team. Well, the team headed to Yokohama, excuse me. This Okinawa team, that is. But a big victory here for the Golden Kings. Will they be on their way to becoming the second only team to win back-to-back B.LEAGUE championships? The only other two to do this were Alvok Tokyo, in which Alex Kirk could actually become the only player to win consecutive B.LEAGUE championships, as he did win it with Tokyo. Well, we are going to look at some of the best plays from this game, but an unbelievable atmosphere here tonight at the Okinawa Arena. These fans, they've been terrific all season long. And they'll be buying those tickets and heading to Okinawa. best players that play here in this league, this fantastic professional league, which arguably is becoming one of the best pro leagues in the world. The exponential growth of Japanese basketball has been phenomenal. But every year, it just gets better and better, and Golden Kings writing history at the moment. One more job to do, and that is to go and defeat Hiroshima Dragonflies, another team looking to build their history as well. Well, thank you, Samuel Jiwonu. Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you, LET, Andrew Law. Andrew Law, are you related to Vic Law? And to everybody who has joined us today, yesterday, or 2 days ago, and 3 days ago. What a massive turnaround it's been here for this team. So lose game one by 30 points, get absolutely destroyed for that matter, but to respond here with the surges to try and make themselves competitive again is always a tough task for any team for that matter. Really flexes the guns, gives a high five to the local fans. There's still one more job to do. Like I said, Hiroshima, they will be looking to respond with a bang. Just a big performance here tonight. Well, we're going to run you through some of the top plays here from this game. What an unbelievable performance. You kind of felt at some point the comeback was going to be on the cards, but it just didn't seem like it was going to happen here tonight. Well, one that holds next for the CHIBA Jets. I kind of think who's going to be coming in, who's going to be going out. It's going to be a tough summer for the organization to figure out how to move forward. It's something they're going to have to just try to move away from this game, put it under it, put a line under it, and just prepare for next summer, I guess. I feel for CHIBA. I mean, they have played very well throughout this entire season. Scraping into the B.LEAGUE playoffs as the 8th seed, of course, through the wild card, but even, of course, RYUKYU Golden Kings, I mean, they had the struggles as well. It wasn't a picture-perfect season for them either. Of course, we know this is a heavy volume three-point shooting team, but the success of this team is definitely predicated to the inside presence of players such as Jack Cooley, Alan Durham, of course, Alex Kirk. Well, Samuel, thank you for your kind words, brother. And yeah, I'll be covering the finals with Anthony Suntai, one of the infamous voices of international basketball from the Philippines. Well, there's PBA hoops, of course. We will be covering that final. And LET, like I say, hope to see you at the finals as well, my good friend. Hope all is well in Australia. Well, Tagashi is not going to be retiring anytime soon. He's got many years ahead of him. But CHIBA's got to learn how to build a team around him. They've got to think now, where's next? Well, that's going to be the plan, but for RYUKYU Golden Kings, I'd have a day off, maybe 2 days off to kind of relax. It's been definitely a tough, grueling season just for both these teams, for that matter. Of course, if you are RYUKYU Golden Kings, the matchups will be very interesting because you got to think Hiroshima Dragonflies have no experience playing in the B.LEAGUE finals. And that is the toughest stage to play at because, as we saw last season, the game threes these teams had to go through was simply exhausting, even to watch at times, because you could see the fatigue definitely affecting the players. Well, Fumio Nishimura, of course, coming off the bench with some big points, some big veteran plays for his team. It was just too little too late as Xavier Cooks. Well, you got to think, where's next, of course. Kishimoto didn't have a great night from the perimeter. He did all the little things, of course, to help his team win tonight. And there's a kick out, Christopher Smith. This was huge three. And he thought maybe, just maybe, they could have found a way back in this one. It just wasn't quite meant to be, unfortunately. That's how it went for these two teams. Well, fourth quarter was crucial. This is where the championship DNA comes into play for an experience for these two teams. Of course, Vic Lord mid-range had some big moments against his former club. That release just makes it so impossible to defend him. Well, of course, you felt after game one, this probably should have gone down right to the wire. Of course, it's just a tough one here for the Chiba Jets because it just looked like the mental fatigue was there. There wasn't a game plan. It was very much like the finals. Finals of last year that was breezing their way to the championship, but just struggled down the long stretch. Unfortunately, when you go up against a team that beat you once. Well, it's all over here tonight, basketball fans. And indeed, the Golden Kings, well, they will be heading back to the finals. They will meet the Hiroshima Dragonflies. It's one thing we can definitely credit this team on, of course, was just how they took care of the pressure. Well, moving forward, as I mentioned, it'll probably be wise for these Golden Kings players to maybe have a day off or two. A little bit of rest. It's now two game three series they've gone to. Well, 2 3-game series they've gone to, excuse me. There's going to be a lot of fatigue with the players. 9 3-pointers in the end, and you know, Chiba Jets, they had one good half where they shot the ball well from the 3-point line. That was game 1 in the first half. Since then, they just went ice cold. It is all over in the end. Oh, interesting. Alan Durham, top scorer tonight here for the Golden Kings with 15. Jack Cooley, double-double this evening. And Durham, very impressive. Could nearly have had another triple-double. When I say another, he almost had another one the other night as well. Tagashi led the way tonight here for the Chiba Jets of 18. John Mooney, leading rebounder. Tagashi was 4 assists away from his double-double tonight, but that is only relevant at the moment as he probably would have preferred for his team to pick up the victory and head back to Yokohama. It's now going to be, well, yeah, it's going to be the 3 years since they last won their B.LEAGUE championship, and that was against Utsunomiya Brex in 2021. Well, 15 points tonight for Alan Durham. Combined total with Jack Cooley for 30. Vic Lord chipped in 13. Hayato Maki with 11. And Kishimoto chipping in 9 from the backcourt. Well, tough one here for Chiba Jets. Smith, first time he hasn't been the top scorer here for the Chiba Jets in this series. 19 in game 1, 19 in game 2, and only 15 here tonight. 3 players in double figures, but they just didn't get enough from the likes of Shutahara. And that is tough here on this Jets team. Jets, of course, they were great in the quarterfinals when they took down Utsunomiya Brex, the team who had the best record in the Japanese B-League. I went to a game 3 series, but it was all over. Well, you can see there, Ryuchi Kishimoto in this head-to-head key player matchup had 50% less points than Yuki Togashi, but he had 50% more wins if you think about it because his team won the series. They're on their way to the final. That's kind of all that matters here at the moment. The individual accolades are great. No doubt Togashi will play for Japan this summer under head coach Tom Mavas at the Paris Olympics. But Kishimoto could now do something that Togashi's never done, and that could be becoming a two-time B.LEAGUE championship. Well, there is your final. Be held on the 25th. Game 1. Game 2 will be on the 26th. And if necessary, a Game 3 will be held on Tuesday the 28th. RYUKYU Golden Kings are going back to Yokohama to play the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, there's only ever been 4 B.LEAGUE champions, and they're all on the left. Brex won the first one. Tokyo won the next 2. Jets won the 4th one. Brex won the 5th. And Golden Kings won last year. Is that, well, will those 4 teams still remain the only B.LEAGUE champions? Or can Hiroshima become the 5th Japanese team to win a B.LEAGUE championship? Well, basketball fans, this is where we'd like to say arigato gozaimasu. Sayonara, ayasumi nasai. Thank you for joining us here in the Okinawa Arena. But for now, we will have to say that we'll see you next week in Yokohama. Goodbye, good night, and God bless. This is Japanese B.LEAGUE Basketball. We'll see you soon.